need to know how to coordinate our hands to work together, feet to work together, and then of course each of those to work together as well. So quite a few of the drills are going to be based around that. First one we're going to do is very basic hand-foot coordination, and we're going to be using the pads. Now, pads, like any other tool, anything else you use, they're useful for some things, but you have to understand how to use them. You have to understand what they're not useful for as well. And as I mentioned earlier, probably the most important thing about the pads is the person holding them, because there's two tendencies. One, the person holds the pads in some real odd position. So if I'm working strikes, I'm fighting a guy who's 5 feet away and 8 foot tall. I hit him in the belly. So you kind of timing the distancing starts going out a little bit if you're not careful, depending on the purpose of the drill. What the pads are good for is for static, learning how to develop power from a static position. Okay? But we want to look at movement as well. So that's the first thing, the position of the pads, and the person should be giving you some kind of movement as well. I think it's good for this person to hold the pads as close to the body as he can. If we're working to the face, it's good for him to hold the pad here, because then I'm getting a kind of range and distance feeling. And this sometimes all about how my body feels. From here, it's a different feeling from working here. Also for this person, it kind of gets him used to the hands being quite close to him. So sometimes it's a fear thing for the pad holder, he'll put them out there. It's more comfortable. In here, it's a different feeling again, but it's a good feeling. So, the exercise we're going to do is very simple. We're going to be working one type of punch, like a kind of short hook. So just a static movement, it will be here, this. Or it will be lower down. Now, there's a lot more to this punch, of course, than just doing the movement. There's understanding tension and relaxation in the arm, the structure and everything else. But just for now, that's what we're going to be doing. So the other person is going to move in towards you. You step and punch. Step and punch. So I want the pad depending here, if I'm hitting here. Here, if I'm hitting here. Here, if I'm hitting here. And here. Like this. Okay, so the person is going to be holding the pads like these kind of positions. Yeah, so he moves in. Here. He moves in. Here. He moves in. Here. Probably this side. That's good. Yeah. As simple as that. Move, here. Move, here. But kind of simultaneous, not really move and then here. But, alright, simple as that. One of the first things that happens with pads, and one of the dangers of pads, is there's the pad and I'm going to hit it as hard as I can. Okay? Everything else goes out the window. The main thing is to be able to hit and move. Anyone can stand and get ready and then do a great big punch. So I'm going to hit you, right? Just stand there, wait, no, don't move, wait. So one of these things with this is learning to hit on the move. So you don't worry about the power, because the power will come from understanding the structure of the arm, and also the movement and the position. And it's a weird thing. Sometimes what doesn't look that great on the pad is a different feeling for a person. Okay? There's not a lot of noise, there's not a lot of impact, but when you do the hit right, then we know it works. So don't worry about getting power in the strike. Power will come from your movement and position and your structure. Let's just stick with this one. Just bring this in. Here. Now, you don't have to take a big step necessarily, it can almost be just a weight shift. The important thing is I'm moving the head out of the way, because I'm presuming, sorry man, this is in response to someone trying to punch me. There, done. Okay, that's what I'm after. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a great big step, it can just be a weight shift, you know what I mean? So let's just focus on this upper one, because this one we can put into we don't really need the pads. But that other one, just this. And try and keep everything in this kind of frame, if you like. We're not coming outside of this. So if you want to work from your defensive positions, your classic, this kind of thing, then I like this, palm up, palm down. Okay, so we're going from here, literally to here. To here. Okay, so you can just work on that one. Or if you want to, if you've got the hands down for some reason, then you can work a little more. Alright, so just work to refine this movement a little bit and bring it all a little bit